Hello and welcome to another episode of My Life Experiences. So, this is a platform where I share with you some of the experiences I've gathered in life and the lessons I've drawn from them, hoping that someone may listen, be inspired, and learn from this. So today, guys, I would like to share with you about discipline. Disciplining a child. And as usual, I'm going to use an illustration from my life experiences to share this story with you. When I was in primary school as a child, as a way of enhancing our performance in school, our parents used to engage us in extra classes. We used to call them part-time classes. So, of course, it was at a cost. So, on this particular day, after knocking off from school, me and my friends, we left home for the teacher's house in order to participate in these part-time classes. So, upon reaching the teacher's house, we met the house help who told us that, okay, guys, today you're not having classes because your teacher is out. Apparently, the teacher had gone out for her own personal engagements. She had her personal emergency. Now, as children, we were disappointed because we were prepared that today we're not spending the day at home, we are spending the day elsewhere. So we discussed and said that, okay, let's not go back home, let's just kill time out here. Now, in our quest for killing time, we started playing. We started running all over the place. We are climbing trees. We are playing hide and seek. We are throwing ball, such that at the end of the play, the whole place was ransacked. We went back to our houses and we didn't think anything of that. Now, the next day, upon getting to school, first thing in the morning, the teacher came to our classroom and asked us, who is it who came to my house yesterday for extra lessons? So all of us culprits, we raised our hands up and said, me. We didn't know what the teacher wanted to say. Then she called us to the front. Then she took her famous rod and started whipping each one of us, one after the other, in front of the whole classroom. Now, the lesson that she was trying to teach us was that when you go to people's houses, learn to be disciplined, learn to act appropriately, and respect other people's property. Because we had literally ransacked her house. So since then, I learned this lesson that when I go to other people's houses, I have to act appropriately and respect their property. Now, guys, this is not my only encounter with discipline in my life. Because even in our parents' houses, sometimes we would disregard parental instructions by being naughty or not coming home in time. So my parents or my mother used to whip us just in order to guide us, to tell us that, guys, this is the right way that you should go. When you are giving instructions, you have to follow. So we used to be whipped as children. And for me, personally, I don't see anything wrong with that because I learned something from those whippings. Now, similarly, in the Word of God, from the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, starting from verse 5, I'll read. It says, "And you have forgotten the exhortation which speaks to you as to sons. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor be discouraged when you are rebuked by him. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens and scourges every son whom he receives. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as sons. For what son is there whom the Father does not chasten? But if you are without chastening, of which all have become partakers, you are then illegitimate and not sons. So, from this word of God in Hebrews chapter 12, we are seeing the word of God telling us that the Lord chastens the people that he loves. He chastens his sons. And if you are not chastened, it means you are not loved. You are not a legitimate child. You are not a son. So, chastening or disciplining is just a way of parents showing love to their children. Another verse that I want to share with you guys is Proverbs 23, verse 13 and 14. I'll read. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell. So guys, you can just see what God is telling the parents, that do not withhold correction from a child, for even if you whip him with a rod, he will not die. So a lesson for parents from this verse is that when you whip your child, whip them in love, not out of hate, not as a way of abuse, but out of love. And another thing that I want to share with you is that as parents, when you are chastening your children, make sure that you establish the wrong that the child has done. Don't act out of impulse or out of reported speech, but you should be able to establish what wrong my child has done and discipline them. In that way, the children understand that you are giving them the rod or the whip out of love. Now, in contrast to this, what does the world nowadays say about discipline? The world nowadays is saying that leave the child be, let the children be, don't lay your hands on them, let them be, follow their lead. Follow their lead, let them explore life, they should do whatever they want to do. Don't discipline children. Just follow their lead and affirm them. Give them affirmation for whatever they do. Let them explore life. And by the end of the day, they will realize themselves what to do. So guys, this is what the world is telling us nowadays, that we should not discipline our children, but we should just affirm them and follow their lead. Let them explore on their own. But I'm here to say to you, to somebody today, move oyanganira suchedwa kulowa m'maso. You can't just let a child be. As parents, we've been given that permission from the Lord that we can chasten our children. Don't let just the child be on their own. Let everyone be a liar, but only God be true. Because His word is telling us that you have to discipline a child. However, when you are disciplining that child, he has to be disciplined in love. So, in conclusion, I would like to say this, that therefore, if you want to deliver the soul of that child from hell, withhold not the rod from them. So guys, I would like to hear from you today. From what I've been saying, what are your thoughts on disciplining your child? Is it as per the word of the Lord, that you do not withhold a rod from a child? Or is it as per the world, which is saying that just affirm a child, don't discipline them? What do you think? Please leave your comment in the comment section below. And also, I would like to remind you, once you comment, don't forget to like this channel and to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, guys. I really would like to hear from you on this topic of discipline. Till next time, stay blessed.